mindful of, wearing like thick cotton so that it absorbs sweat. And also, if I know that I'm going to be around a bunch of people, I don't wear like really light clothing because that's going to show. The pit stains are going to show, right? That's embarrassing, and I'm going to be very conscious of it, and I don't want that. Nobody wants that. So yeah, just these sorts of adjustments. I think about very spicy food or very hot food triggers sweating. So, I mean, I'm an Indian. Most of the food that I eat, I like my food spicy. But yeah, you've got to like regulate those kinds of stuff. And I've also lived in colder climate, and unfortunately, like like people with hyperhidrosis know, cold doesn't stop sweat. In fact, when it's cold, the problem that I have is that my hands turn ice cold when I'm sweating outside when it's cold, because sweating is something that is supposed to cool your body down, that's supposed to regulate your body temperature, but you're not supposed to. Uh, yeah, your skin has no business sweating when it's like really cold, when it's snowing outside. But when it does sweat, it leaves your hand colder than it has to be. So I think for those situations, like make sure that you're warm, even though that may sound a little counterintuitive. Try to stay warm, and try to make sure that you're wearing layers so that once you're inside a building and then the air conditioning is on and it's very hot, you can take them off and you can be as comfortable as you can be in a situation like that. Like, some people are okay with sitting with like 5 layers on in a very hot room, and you can't really do that. So these are things that sound very, it doesn't sound intuitive at all to a person who doesn't have hyperhidrosis, but for someone who has it, I think they will be able to relate to everything that I said, because it's you've experienced it. So just note down these moments, note down these changes in temperature that you will be experiencing throughout the day, and try to avoid your triggers. Try to plan your life around it. Sounds very daunting when I say it like that, but
Actually, it makes a lot of sense. I always encourage the hyperhidrosis family to have what you call a sweat tracker. It's a sheet where you note down your sweat based on on a weekly basis. How was your sweat on Monday? What are some of the triggers? What triggers your sweat, and how do you deal with it? And then you look at your sweating patterns. At what times do you sweat the most? What's the trigger behind it? How do you deal with it? Does it affect your treatment? By having a sweat tracker, you'll be able to know how to adjust and even come up with coping mechanisms that are going to help you out. So, Daridi, thank you very much for always having time to show up, and we have some of these discussions. It's not scripted, we just talk.
yeah.
We throw in topics, and we are able to, find solutions, because at the end of the day, we want to be solution oriented, and we want to share all the information that we have with the hyperhidrosis family, because there is someone who needs it. When we withhold information, just know that there is someone out there who's going to have a hard time. So it's better we give the information so that they can be able to also reach out to someone else. So thank you very much for your time. Is there anything you may want to add? Maybe there's a
Thank you
question I
so
never
much,
asked.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much, Martin. Like, I've never been able to like talk freely about, the experiences of living with hyperhidrosis. So it's very freeing to have these types of conversations. And I'm thankful to all of the creators online on social media and everything that are sharing their experiences with sweating and the different treatments that are available. There are also doctors that I see on Instagram that are talking about what hyperhidrosis is and trying to normalize it, not even to the general public, but to ourselves, right? So because it can be growing up with this. I try to hide it a lot, and it can be a very isolating experience. So I'm just very happy for people that share their stories. I've really benefited from that. And I hope that whoever's watching this, you are able to find some comfort in what we talked about. Do try iontophoresis if that is something that you can invest in. I personally highly recommend it, and don't give up hope.
You heard it from Darini. And Darini, by the way, you're welcome anytime. If you have any other topic, in fact, this
Yes.
time round, I'm going to throw it to you.
Uh huh.
If
Oh.
you have a topic you want us to discuss, let me
Uh
know.
huh.